Hello, my name is Suzanne Longstreet, and I'm a mindset and success coach. I'm also the CEO and founder of Pinkpreneurs. Today's Pinkpreneur Spotlight is on Emma O'Brien. I've known Emma for just under a year now, and she's somebody that I met in person, and when I first met her, I really just connected with her and really wanted to get to know her more, and I know that you will too. So join me in welcoming Emma O'Brien.
Hello, hi. It's great to be here with you, Suzanne. You're one of my favorite people, so
I
I
feel
love
the same.
being here.
Emma, tell us a little bit about your business.
Yeah, so I'm a messaging strategist for tech companies. So that means I help a lot of tech companies, startups, really translate their complex technology into a compelling story that customers can understand. So I'm a business storyteller, if you will.
Oh, I love that. I don't think I've ever heard you say that. Business storyteller. That's fantastic. Okay.
Yes.
So in this time, how are you maintaining positive focus?
Yeah, so I'm doing lots of things to maintain positive focus. It's kind of my number one priority right now. In terms of my business, though, since I've got a business to run as well as the three kids running nuts around the house, what I'm really focusing on right now are three things. And that's really connecting, so connecting with people, giving, so being of service, giving value to people however I can, and creating as well. So I have time now, what can I create? So those three things are what I'm really focusing on in my business right now in these times of uncertainty. It's, who can I reach out to and connect in a meaningful way? Current clients or colleagues or people I know, how can I just connect and be human and see how they're doing and talk about these amazing times? And then, what can I give? How can I be of service? How can I share my gifts or my abilities with people who could really use it right now in this kind of new world? And then finally create. What's something new that I can put out there? How can I express myself, maybe inspire someone else through an article or, an inspiring post? So those three things are really what I'm focusing on right now with my business.
I love that. Oh my gosh. Are you mostly virtual or have you had to pivot at all in your business?
So yeah, I haven't had to do a massive pivot. I do a lot of work virtually with clients. I do have an in-person element where I will fly down and spend a few days with a company and run workshops. And so I've had to cancel a few of those, but I do a lot of my work virtually. So, I'm lucky in the sense that that hasn't been a huge shift that I've had to make.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good. Yeah, and thank goodness for technology. And I'm going
that's
to,
right.
since you work with technology companies, they're comfortable with technology.
They're very comfortable. In fact, they're more a lot of my clients are more comfortable in this situation. So, I appreciate it. I think in terms of pivoting, one thing that is really interesting about it is that it's kind of taken the pressure off. Like I had these ideas of kind of launching new services or doing more videos or more online course type things. And I think before I was like, oh, it's got to be perfect. And am I ready for that? And now everyone's just like winging it. Everyone's just trying their best. Everyone's seeing what works. It's almost giving us all permission to just put it out there. Just get on a Zoom call, connect, offer something, share something. It's like, who cares? Let your kid walk in. Tech problems are fine. It's just taking a lot of the pressure off.
I love that. And in fact, that's how this started, because in the before, I would never have done this because they wouldn't be subtitled and perfect. And what if there's lag? And I will tell you, there's been a couple of times where we've had lag and I've just shot it out there. It's like we do a one and done and it's out there. And the feedback has been good so far. So that's what you want. So
It's real
real and
life.
raw.
It's real. It's real. We want real right now.
Right?
We do.
Some of my favorite commercials that I'm watching on television is I think A&W is have you heard of A&W? Do you know A&W?
They're like a gas station, like a.
No, they're a hamburger joint. They A&W.
Okay.
They're I don't know.
I know the root beer.
Yeah. Okay. So they're a hamburger joint. I think they're Canadian. They might not be. But anyways, and the spokesperson is on his iPhone or phone, and they've got a commercial on, and he's just saying thank you to the frontline workers. Thank you. And I think it's truly the best commercial out there right now. Just somebody who's just real and raw. Thank you.
People are hungry for it. I wrote a piece about this 2 days ago because I actually have been hired by a couple large kind of retail companies around how to kind of adjust their messaging in this climate and how to do it the right way. So I have been thinking about it a lot, and people are really just seeking realness right now. It's almost like, no one liked BS before, but now there's absolutely no tolerance for BS or fluff or nicety, fakeness.
Yeah.
People want realness. And so, I just really want people to, bring it, just bring themselves, be real, be human. It's what people want. It doesn't have to be perfect, just put it out there and connect with people and share a bit of yourself. It goes a long way in business and in life.
Right. Well, and in business, we want to deal with other real people. I want to deal with the person, and this oftentimes, well, I need to have a perfect brand or a perfect pitch, or I'm not going to go to a networking meeting until that. I deal mostly with entrepreneurs. I'm not going to go until I know exactly what my business is and how I'm going to say it. It's like, no, go and talk to people. That's what they want to connect with. They want to get to know you first before they even hear about your business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what tips I'm gonna veer from the normal path here, Emma, because I think you've got something brilliant, and that is, what other things can you tell us about keeping our message real and raw in this time, or real in this time?
Yeah, some tips. So I think the first thing which you just touched upon is being real over being polished. And this is something that I know that a lot of people struggle with at businesses or small businesses, enterprise, it doesn't matter. A lot of times we think, okay, we're writing for a business or a brand. It's like, let's button up. Like, it's got to be like, I don't want to cross the line. I don't want to be too this, and we end up being, really blah. And so that's something I've always been trying to inspire businesses to, to have personality and not kind of fall into that trap. But now more than ever, that kind of buttoned up approach isn't going to resonate with people anyway. So it's almost like take a mind shift. And in the past, if you had felt like it needs to be perfect or it needs to walk a certain line, don't worry about that. Just be real. What would you say if you were delivering this message to someone sitting in front of you? I always think, read it. And if it's something that you would likely say to another person standing it right in front of you, then you're probably right on the right track. So having that kind of human conversational language is really important. And I think also there's an opportunity to share, a personal side, to share kind of what you're doing right now. I think people are hungry for that. So, what is something you can share that, you wouldn't have like 3 months ago? What's like something a little bit extra about your current reality and how you're living in it and how you're, staying strong in it? How can you share that with people? I feel like that's the number one thing, is just allowing yourself to be real, allow yourself to just say it, right? Right, as if no one's watching. Just put something out there. Now's the time to experiment. And also, there are so many people who are offering advice and like putting content out there. It's almost an even safer environment to just try something, because there's just so much stuff out there right now. So yeah, just take a little risk and be real, and don't worry about being polished. That's my number one tip.
Oh, you know what? I think that's brilliant. Awesome. I think that's the best way to leave this. I don't think there's anything more. Be real, be yourself, get out there. And what one of my mentors said, actually one of our mentors said, show up. She actually said, show the F up. I'm not going to say that here, but show up. Be out there, because the more out there you are, the more people you can help and inspire, and the more you will help yourself in the end, because we will get out of this. And people are going to be looking for people who have been authentic throughout this and have been really showing up.
I think, just to add on that point, and when I was saying kind of what I'm focusing on right now is connection. I think a lot of people are thinking, it's not time for the hard sell, or marketing feels weird right now. I actually feel that way. Being in B2B space, even though business is as usual, I don't feel comfortable marketing and selling in exactly the way I had been up until this point. And so if now does not seem like the most opportune time to sell, it's about connecting, and you are still building brand equity, brand love, a relationship with customers, and it will serve you in the future. So just focus on connecting and giving. And that's a great thing you can do for yourself and your business.
I love that. Thank you, Emma. This has been a
Thank
delight.
you. So fun.